Alright, if loving you is wrong, fans, before going any further into this video, I know the title alone probably has your mouth watering with anticipation for what I'm going to say. Probably not as much as my season 6 video, but I think this one should do pretty well as too. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Let's try to get 125 likes. Make sure you subscribe. If you are new, we need less than 400 subscribers to hit 125,000. Also, hit the bell notification icon because I did check the stats. Only like 22% of you all have done that, and you all need to hit it. Please do. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. We need about 300 people to reach 21,000 followers on Instagram. And I just checked, the Haves and the Have-Nots Facebook page has over 16,000 likes. So thank you for the support. And without further ado, is Larry dead? Now, I actually remember after the episode going like, you know what? I mean, if Tyler Perry wanted to, because look at Julian trying to smother his dad, suffocate him with a pillow in the hospital. And it turned out he didn't die from that because he pretty much smugly called out Julius in his video will. So Larry could be in a similar situation if he was resuscitated in time. But after thinking about it for a couple of days, to be honest, I don't think I want Larry to die. I mean, excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think I want Larry to come back. I think Larry deserved to die that way because I know with Eddie, I don't think that was good enough. Like, yeah, Esperanza stepped up like that, but that to me, that wasn't good enough of a death. You know, I feel like he has to suffer more than, you know, I mean, obviously he finds out his little girl died, so that pretty much broke his heart, but it just seemed too easy, if you ask me. You know, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, because I was reading some DMs over the past few days over the weekend, and people are like, I don't want Eddie to not die from being shot by Esperanza because I like Eddie, but I don't think that was a satisfying enough death. It's like I want everything to crumble before he dies. Now, you can make the argument, well, like you just said, Jeremy, his world was his little girl. He even said that himself. So he loses her. Nothing else matters. That's why he pretty much was going on a killing spree in the episode. But it just did. It's almost like if Veronica got, I mean, honestly, if Veronica got killed in the Haves and the Have-Nots by, like, I mean, Alice, her old maid, or somebody like that, I honestly wouldn't care. Because there are just so many opportunities where she should have died, but she didn't. So at this point, it's like, somebody's going to gather the Dragon Balls and she'll be revived for like the 20th time. But with Eddie, there have been a lot of times where we've seen him like almost get his, where karma almost comes to bite him in the butt, but he gets away. But to have him actually suffer and then die, that makes more sense to me. So when it comes to Larry, I mean, I just recorded a few videos, like, you know, about Ian, if he's still alive or not. I think Larry would, the only reason I would want Larry to possibly still be alive is to find out if, number one, is he the same Larry who was in the chats on that, what was it called, like onlyhookups.com? It was or hookups.com. It was that dating website Jennifer Alex was on, and Larry was one of the many names that were listed off by, like, I think Randall, then Brad and Marcy. Well, I think Randall was the one who read out like a bunch of names. And then if he's the father of the baby, and then is he the number one guy that Alex was telling Ian about, you know, like the number one guy that she's ever been with before ever. I would like to see that, which would be pretty jacked up if that's Alex's baby daddy and then he is dead, which kind of goes full circle with the way, you know, Eddie was voting. I mean, I guess you could say Eddie was on the side of Uncle Rusty when it came to getting rid of the baby. So to actually have him unknowingly get rid of the baby's daddy, that would be an interesting twist. But I think Larry would be better off dead. I mean, one of the key points of Larry was his dynamic with Randall, and with Randall being dead, then Larry dying, yeah, that actually makes sense. And then I even did a video about Mandy and the fact that she could become a great villain in season 6 if written properly, given the fact that she's an enraged, grieving widow with links to Larry's connection. So, I mean, with Larry dead, you know good and well, I mean, another, well, not anime reference, but Ever play Arkham City and then the DLC content of Harley Quinn's revenge when the Joker's dead and she blames Batman and then she takes over the Joker empire and tries to bring down Gotham? I could see Mandy doing that because remember when she told Ian that, you know, he has to lose his legs, she was pissed. She's like, we're going to start a movement, we're going to start a hashtag, we're going to start a movement we're going to send a message to this town. Now with Larry being killed, my goodness, Mandy will lose it. So I think that Larry, for the sake of the story, would be better off dead than being resuscitated in season 6. Now, once again, and I've said this in damn near every video I've recorded over the past week or so, this is Tyler Perry land. If he wanted to write Larry to be brought back, he could write him to be brought back. There have been plenty of times in these shows where characters are supposed to be dead, but then they're alive by some half-assed reason. I'd say about 30% of the time they explain it well, while the other 70% I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah, I think Larry is indeed dead. And yes, I know some people like, Jeremy, he flatlined. We heard it. You know, again, this is Tyler Perry land. I don't care. Sheesh. But in any case, let me know what you think. Like, let me just put it this way. With all the, well, Jeremy, it was the finale, it's over. Let's put that aside. Let's say the season was hypothetically going to move into a season 6. As of right now, yeah, Larry's definitely dead. Let me know what you think. Do you want Larry to come back, or do you think, after listening to me talk, do you think that Larry would serve the purpose of the story more if he was dead? To be honest, he was responsible for killing a little girl. He deserved to die. To be fair, I didn't even think he was going to die. I mean, after hearing about him losing his legs, I'm like, dang. But then on top of that, not only does he get killed, but he is nowhere near the calm, cool, and collected self he was in the episodes leading into I Need a Hero and Boom. I mean, he was so smug coming up to Eddie. It's like, are you sure there's nothing or anyone you care about? Oh, this is going to be fun. But the game changed when he saw Eddie barreling his truck into the car. So, yeah, no more sick games there. I mean, not to mention, we won't even get to see Larry's reaction to Randall's death. That would have been interesting. So, oh well. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you let me know your thoughts below. Donate to the channel if you would like on PayPal or Cash App, or you can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.